go from our left to our right in their home blue jerseys. Jackets will go from right to left in their road yellow. Jackets now with 96 players on the varsity. Coach Brown brought up the entire JV squad. And not half the freshman team. Robert Lay's kickoff is end over end. We're underway. It's Shopping about 2 yards deep, and he decides to take a knee. Let's set the Brewer offense for you. Quarterback is Eric Watkins, number 5. He's 215 pounds and a senior, 869 yards through the air, 1 interception, and 6 touchdowns. Behind him, Kelly Shopping, the fullback, 928 yards on the ground this year and 13 touchdowns. Justin Hatcher is the tailback. Tight end is number 48, Gary Cummings. He's 225 pounds. Up front, David Gonzalez, the center, Ryan Wolf and Bubba Earl are the guards. Tracy Lockard and Jonathan Bell are the tackles. Split in is Derek Armstrong. Blake Hughes is the flanker. 13 catches for 167 yards this season, and we're ready. It's going to be Watkins. Pitch out to the tailback. They're going to run a reverse pass on the first play, and they got a man open, and it's caught at the 45-yard line, and that's number 18. Blake Hughes, the leading receiver. Derek McDade came up on the run at cornerback there, and he gets burned, and a big play early. 40-yard completion.
And
who ended up throwing the football? Was it number 10 there? Yeah.
Yeah.
10 was in there. That's Nathan Donald. And a little reverse, and Brewer quickly pulling things out of the hat. Now they got a guy coming on the field late. Very late he comes on the field, and they give it right up the middle. This time that's Shopping, the fullback, and he's got a couple. That's more about what we expect out of them.
Well, Kenny, just like I said in the pregame, they needed to come out with something big and something early. They needed to do something to get their confidence and to show that they can play with Denison here. And what a better way than the old toss, reverse, pass, juke and jive and all that. And 40 yards later, they are looking good after 2 plays.
Blake Hughes is split out wide right, 2 tight ends. It's going to be the tailback this time. That's Hatcher right up the middle. He's got a couple more. Give him a gain of 3 to the 35, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Bears.
Well, Denison defense here has got to regroup a little bit, not be concerned with giving up the big play there early. They just got to hold here, 3rd and 5.
We'll set the Jacket defense for you after this play as Nathan Donald and Blake Hughes are split out wide left, right behind each other. From the shotgun is Watkins. He's going to roll to his left. Paul Howard chasing him. He's going to run for it. Looks like he's got some room, and he's going to be brought down, but dives forward for a 1st down. Tim Bilbrey makes the stop, but it looks like Watkins should have enough for a 1st down just across the 30-yard line, but although he didn't get a very good spot there.
No, he didn't, but of course they mark it. They mark it right on the 30. And it looked like the ball was set up right on the 40 after the long pass completion, but I don't know, Kenny. It's going to be close here.
A gain of 5 there for Watkins, but
he didn't
looked
make
to me
it.
like he dove across to about the 29.
He didn't make it. He missed about 6 inches.
Real quickly to set the Jacket defense for you. Adam Chaucho and Aaron Hunt are the defensive tackles, or excuse me, the defensive ends. Andrew Keener and Michael Phelps, the tackles. Daniel Vogel is the rover. Backers are Paul Howard and Josh Gibson. Corners are Derek McDade and Jamal Hull. The safeties are Ronnie Braxton and Tim Bilbrey. Ball's at the 30-yard line, 4th down and about 6 inches for the Brewer Bears. Probably give it to the big man Shopping, and
maybe even look for a quarterback sneak here. I mean, they're lacking just very little.
Offset eye behind Eric Watkins, 2 tight ends. And they give it up the middle. That is Shopping, the fullback, and he's got enough for the 1st down to the 29. Only a pickup of 1, but enough for a Brewer 1st down. On the stop for the Jags was Andrew Keener. So the Brewer Bears, 1 big play, and now they're moving the ball down the field. Didn't look to have much of a kicking game in the pregame, though, Jay, and so probably not in field goal range, even from here.
No, I would agree with that statement.
Twins wide left. Zeke Proctor goes in motion, and Eric Watkins keeps it himself, and Adam Chaucho gets him in the backfield. That's going to be a 3-yard loss for Watkins.
Besides a 3-yard loss, the loss of a shoe there. He came right out of his shoe, and looked like they were going to run a little option there to number 24, Zeke Proctor. And obviously, nothing going.
Second down now and about 13 for the Bears from the Jacket 32-yard line. Offset eye this time. Blake Hughes is right, Proctor's left, and Watkins wants to throw. He's under some pressure. He gets it off just before he's hit, and it's a little overthrown. Nice coverage by Derek McDade. Also helping out was Ronnie Braxton. It was intended for Blake Hughes at about the 5-yard line, and it falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and long.
Boy, Kenny, I thought Eric Watkins was going to absolutely
get leveled.
Well, yeah, and I didn't think he'd get the ball off, but nice throw, and you got to give him some credit for staying in the pocket that long, knowing he was probably going to take a hit, and he did take a little bit of a shot there at the end, but clean hit, no problem there.
Corey Barker and Blake Hughes go out wide left. Now Barker's going to come all the way to the other side of the field. Split backs and a shotgun look for the Bears on 3rd down and 13 from the Jacket 32. And Watkins is under pressure, and he throws under pressure, and it's complete to Shopik, the fullback at the 30. He's bulling his way down to the 25, but he's not going to get away from Jacket tacklers there to about the 24. Daniel Vogel, Josh Gibson on the stop. Pickup of about 8, but now it's going to be 4th down and 5. And you think in this position, Jay, you might just see him go for it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, their kicking game, I don't think can make it from here. A punt from the 24-yard line is really not necessary. They don't have anything to lose, really, and I tell you what, that was great effort by Watkins to keep that ball alive and really get that pass off. And, of course, doing that, he loses his other shoe, so I had to take time to do that.
Pro set, they throw, they got a man wide open. That's an extra tight end. They had a 2 tight end set and a Fort Worth Brewer touchdown. Pass completion to Corey Barker, who came in as an extra tight end. They had the 2 tight end set, and he's wide open right down the middle of the field, and Brewer leads early 6-0.
Wow, just totally shocking the Denison defense there. They, I don't know what they were looking for on 4th and 5 from Brewer. I don't think that probably there's much tape of that to find something like that. But
well, but there's no reason for anybody to be that wide open.
No,
it doesn't matter.
Even if he is, there's no need for a touchdown.
24-yard completion. Extra point sails wide left. Tipping the extra point was, well, he's a freshman, Luis Gomez, and it is no good. 8:19 to play first quarter. Bears have marched down the field. They lead the Jackets 6-0. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. Kelly Shopik looks to be kicking the ball off. No telling what a team without a kicking game can do. With the squibs, they got a bunch of guys lined up on the left side. Look like they're going to go for an onside kick or something. And they just pop it up in the air. It's going to be taken at about the 32-yard line for Jamal Hull. Now he's trying to find some room. He's up the middle. He's across midfield into Brewer territory at about the 48-yard line. Jamal Hull, nice return, considering he didn't really have anywhere to go when he caught the football.
Yeah, you know, I've never, ever seen a kickoff like that before, Kenny. Now, let me explain what he did. He set it up. There was about 5 guys lined up on the left side and then in the set position, like an onside kick you'd see, but they only had about half the team over there. Then he kicked it like an onside kick, kicked it into the ground, and it went real high in the air, and it came down really about the middle of the wedge formation. Jamal Hull catches it. He gains pretty good bad yards, about 15, 20 yards there. So really not a bad call, though. I mean, anything can happen when you do something like that. So
well, that's a smart thing to do. DeJuan Gentry and Antoine Duncan will go split out wide right, setting the Jacket offense for you after this play. Terrence Riddick, your quarterback, Ronnie Braxton, your fullback, and Chris Robertson, the tailback there in a straight eye on 1st and 10 from the Brewer 48. Braxton goes in motion. Riddick's going to throw on 1st down. He's going to the right side. It's complete to DeJuan Gentry at the 36, runs over a man to the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Nice pass and catch, and an even better run afterwards by DeJuan Gentry.
Yeah, Gentry could have easily just gone out of bounds when he saw there was going to be contact and everything, but Gentry just turns it upfield, lowers his head, and gains, 4 or 5 more yards out of that, and punishes defenders along the way.
20-yard pickup to the Brewer 28-yard line. Offensive line for the Jackets: Chad Carlitz, the center, Kyle Sylvester and Chase Archer, the guard, Shane Yergin and Eddie Baker, the tackles. 2 tight end formation now. It's Aaron Hunt and Daniel Vogel. Bilbrey is wide left. And Riddick's going to throw again as he fakes. He's got Aaron Hunt wide open at the 15, 10, 5, and the Jackets strike right back. 28-yard touchdown pass from Terrence Riddick to Aaron Hunt, and the Jackets have tied it up.
Well,
that's pretty simple.
You know, Kenny, 2 plays, 6 points. Man alive. That's got to be a little bit deflating there for Brewer.
Yeah, your momentum's kind of lost.
Yeah, I mean, after they take a methodical approach to it and really take a lot of time and some plays off the clock here and get 6 and come back within, I don't know, 30 seconds, give up 6.
Uh-oh, Robert Lay's going to have trouble with this one. He misses the extra point. It's blocked. It's picked up. And Josh Gibson is going to run down number 15, Jonathan Payton. But the snap just couldn't be handled by Josh Gibson, and the extra point is no good. So both teams missed the PAT. 7:32 to play first quarter. Jackets and Bears tied up at 6. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM.
And Terrence Riddick, an outstanding job throwing the ball.
Robert Lay to kick it off to Shopik and Griffin. And it's going to be Griffin, lets it go over his head, in and out of the end zone for the touchback. 7:26 to play now in the first quarter. We are tied up at 6 apiece. Jackets only took up 47 seconds on their last drive. Only went 2 plays, 48 yards. Completion to DeJuan Gentry.
You know, when we talked about the time of possession before the game, Kenny, that Denison really lost that battle last week. And, you know, who knows, they may lose that again, and it may be a good thing.
Strange formation here for Brewer. They got 3 wide receivers just to the right of the line of scrimmage. Shopik, the fullback, makes the catch at the 25-yard line, and there's a flag down as Daniel Vogel brings him down there after a pickup of 5. I don't have a clue what that flag was.
I don't know.
It didn't look like Vogel got hold of a face mask or anything.
No, he was low. He went to the legs.
Referee Jerry Oates out of the Fort Worth chapter will let us know. Pass interference on the Bears. Must have been a little pushing off as Shopik made his little outside cut there.
Well, Denison will gladly take that penalty and back them up to about the 11-yard line now. And Brewer, you know, yeah, it's 6-6 here, but Brewer in a bit of trouble now with 1st and 19 here.
Moves them back to the 11, ends up only being a 9-yard penalty and a 1-yard gain, I guess? They hand it off right up the middle of fullback Shopik to the 17. He picks up 6 on this play.
Yeah, I don't know about that previous play, Kenny, because there's probably half the distance to the goal line since they were inside the 30, so.
And the flag was thrown at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, about the 20 or 21.
They moved him back halfway, so it'll be about a 9-yard penalty. They're out to the 22 now and going to have second down, the 17. Have second down and 13 there. Clock running, 6:35 to play. First quarter, 4 wide receivers this time. Shopik, the lone setback behind Watkins. Watkins to throw. He's throwing a little fade route and is incomplete. Was intended for Blake Hughes. Daniel Vogel on the coverage. Vogel runs into him, but was looking back and going for the football, so no flags fall.
Yeah, and all the people, all the coaches and players on the Brewer sideline wanted a penalty, and some people would probably throw that flag, Kenny. And, but fortunately for the Yellow Jackets this time, it wasn't. And they're forcing the 3rd and 13 situation here for Brewer.
Brewer's 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but the good thing for them is they're 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions. They've got 2 tight ends again and a wing back and split backs, and they're going to quick kick. But they're trying all kinds of crazy. Are we playing Stephenville? What's going on here? Shopik punts it away, and Denison has nobody back deep, so it takes a good Brewer roll all the way back to the 36-yard line. So pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's going to be a 47-yard punt. So
47-yard punt by Shopik, the fullback. So just like that, Denison has a football back.
And that's probably a smart thing, Kenny. I know Denison's blocked a few punts this year. They've had good, excellent special teams. returning one. They were deep in their territory, caught them off guard here, at least pushed Denison starting in their own territory, which is something a lot of teams haven't been able to do this year.
Offset eye behind Riddick this time. And they're going to run a draw play. Chris Robertson, they're not going to throw. They draw, and Robertson's got room. Midfield, 45-40. He's right down the middle of the field and is finally drugged down from behind at about the 26-yard line. So just like that, give it to C-Rob, one play.
Well, that's the third offensive play for Denison. That's the second first down. The other one was a touchdown. So a lot of good things happening for that Denison offense right now.
37-yard pickup for C-Rob on his first carry. To the Brewer 27. Offset eye behind Riddick again. Walker split wide left, Molly wide right. Chris Robertson on the sweep, right side. And nowhere to go as he cuts it right back up the middle. A host of Bears bring him down. Tracy Lockard, the senior, was in the backfield. Cummings makes a stop after a 2-yard gain for Chris Robertson. Offset eye again behind Terrence Riddick. Duncan's wide left, Bowers wide right. Riddick's going to throw. He's going for Bowers on the right side, and Bowers slipped as he was trying to get his feet underneath him there on this little hook route. And his foot slips out from under him, and he couldn't regain composure to catch the football, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it's 6-6 still tied up here. Brewer versus Denison here. 4:57 to play first quarter. And Denison on their second possession inside Brewer territory at the 25-yard line here.
Twins wide left is Walker and Molly. Straight eye behind Terrence Riddick. Braxton shuffles in motion, and now he's going to get the handoff on the trap play to the right side and absolutely nowhere to go. Not necessarily the third down play you'd expect Denison to see, because Coach Brown talked about how they wasn't going to be able to move a whole lot in the interior with the big boys for Fort Worth Brewer, and they actually get no gain here on Braxton's play. You'd think on a 3rd and 8, if you know you can't go up the middle, you're probably not going to get 8 yards.
Well, Robert Lay on to attempt about a 41, maybe 42-yard field goal here.
Ball spotted about the 31 .5. Snaps back in good fashion. Gibson's got it down. The kick is plenty long enough, and it's good. A 41-yard field goal by Robert Lay with plenty to spare. 4:18 to play first quarter. Jackets 9, Bears 6. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. 4:18 to play first quarter. Denison 9, Brewer 6. First quarter, another score for you. Sherman leads Boswell 7-0. They're playing in Louisville. And the Jackets will play the winner of the Eastern Hills-Stephenville game. Eastern Hills leads Stephenville in the first quarter 6-0. Robert Lay's kickoff is very high and end over end. It's going to be Shopping 2 yards deep, and he's taking a knee again. And Jay, that's another thing we've talked about over and over, week after week. The Jackets have been in the past susceptible to some big kickoff returns, and the teams just don't seem to want to bring them out.
Well, I think they're just worried something bad's going to happen, and I think you can't think like that. You got to think something good's going to happen, and you've got to run it out. Now, all the teams that have ran it on them, even out of the end zone, they're running it 5 yards out, have gotten big returns. And I just believe that's what I would do if I was coaching our special teams on opposing teams against Denison.
Straight out behind Eric Watkins, who's going to throw. He's going deep on the left side. It's incomplete. Was intended over there for number 85, Derek Armstrong, and nice coverage by Jamal Hull. And I tell you what, Jay, that's been a key so far is great protection. Eric Watkins has been under a little bit of pressure, but he's had plenty of time to throw the football so far.
Well, I think what we're seeing is a short drop back, 2 or 3 step drop back, and then he's firing. They're not letting him. A couple times he's gotten back there in a 5 or 7 step drop, and that's when he's had pressure.
Watkins this time's going to hand it, run the option, keep it himself. Ronnie Braxton hits him right at the line of scrimmage. As Braxton from his safety position was up on the line of scrimmage. Only a pickup of 2 we'll give him for Eric Watkins. Watkins throwing the football 2 out of 5, 32 yards and a touchdown already tonight. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8.5 for the Bears at their own 22.
And Watkins seems to have a good arm in throwing that out route or the outside pass up against the fly on the sideline there a while ago. And Denison needs to continue to provide good coverage in the secondary, otherwise something could break loose over there.
Corey Barker and Blake Hughes are wide left, and a little eye look on the far side of the field, and Watkins is rolling to his left looking to throw, and now he's going to run with it, and the Jackets' speedy defense collapses him at about the 25. And Jay, that's what we're talking about, the defense, the speed of Denison. Only a pickup of 3 there, and it looked like he had all sorts of room. And then the Jackets' speed just closed it down. He only picks up 3 yards.
Well, that was an interesting play because as Watkins rolls left, he has 2 receivers going out deep, and they were covered, but they were throwable. The pass could have been throwable to him, and try to make something happen. But you look in front of you, there's nobody there. Looks like, man, I can make this first down. And next thing you know, they just swarm all over him, and he's 5 yards short, and they're forced to punt from deep in their territory here.
Watkins is also the punter, and they're going to fake it. And where's the football?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did the Jackets recover a fumbled snap?
I don't know, but I tell you what, if they give it to that guy coming around the right side, he's gone.
He's gone, but nobody ever came out of there with the football.
Looked like, and then I started looking the other way. I was looking for the fumble rooster type of play there,
Well, nevertheless, the Jackets had the football at the Bear 24-yard line. I really don't think...
Is that a fumble? Or is that just a stop? I guess we'll call it a stop. I mean, I don't know.
Jackets with an offset eye. And it's going to be Robertson, and he on the pitch sweep, and he fumbles the football. We'll see. It looked like Terrence Riddick got back on it, but now the Bears are saying they have it. And Riddick got back on it. I don't know why Robertson mishandled that pitch. It looked like it was right where it should be. He just couldn't get a hold of it.
Well,
it ends up being a loss of 6.
It looked like the pitch may have come a little earlier than he was looking for it. It was right where it was supposed to be, but Riddick, I think, maybe encountered a little bit more pressure than he anticipated, quicker down the line, and was forced to pitch the ball out. Robertson may not have been ready for it that quickly.
Walker's wide right, 2 tight ends, and a straight eye behind Riddick this time. Braxton shuffles in motion to the left. It's going to be Robertson running the sweep left behind Riddick, his lead blocker. Good gain of about 6, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll give him a gain of 7 on the play and make it 3rd down and 9. We'll see what Denison does here. See if they pull a little something. Last time it was 3rd and long. They ran the fullback, but we'll see what Denison wants to do here after they came out throwing on the first series, Jay, and
looked pretty good.
Was very successful with it. 3rd down and 8. It's 3rd down and 9 for the Jackets from the Brewer 24-yard line. Split backs, and Riddick's going to fake. We're on the option. He's going to turn it up, and absolutely nowhere to go after he gets a couple. And they're saying he was down. He fumbles the football to the 21.
Well, they're going to be short 5-6 yards here, and probably go for another field goal. And you got to give the Brewer Bears some credit on defense here, Kenny. They've given up really not much when Denison gets inside the 25-yard line here. They've stopped him twice, which most teams couldn't do this season.
This time it's going to be a 39-yard field goal attempt by Robert Lay. But, Jay, you got to give their defense credit, but you got to also wonder, after such success throwing the football, 2 3rd and longs, and Denison hadn't tried to throw again. This 39-yard field goal is good by Robert Lay. 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. Denison now leads 12-6. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM.
And how many times he got the ball? 3 or 4?
Yeah.
4. And the first series was 2 passes. And we get big, we go for 70 yards on 2 passes or whatever, and then on 3rd and long twice, we don't even hand it to Robertson.
Robert Lay's kickoff goes into the end zone again, and Griffin just lets it go over his head. And the Bears will take it over again at their own 20-yard line.
Speaking of crazy things, Brewer, I mean, we can just go down the list of crazy things they're doing. I mean, they do a reverse pass. We've seen 2 4th down tries, and both of them converted, 1 for a touchdown. We've seen a fake punt attempt. And who knows what we're going to see next. We've seen a funky Dory kick there. They tried after the touchdown.
Derek Armstrong goes wide left, 2 tight ends and a wing back, and it's going to be maybe the fullback Shopik. I didn't get a number there. No, it's going to be the tailback, number 33, Justin Hatcher, and he's going to lose a couple. Back to the 18-yard line, a loss of 2, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We're through 1 from Pennington Field in Bedford. Our score, Denison 12, Fort Worth Brewer 6. This is Denison Yellow Jacket football on 101.7 KIKM, Denison Sherman. Change your heart. We're back at Pennington Field in Bedford, and our bag, we missed a play. Not our fault, not Gary O.J.'s fault. He wanted us to make sure that we knew that we apologize. Nevertheless, Watkins just tries another pass over the middle. It's incomplete. 3rd down at 12 here for the Bears from their own 18-yard line. 4 wide receivers this time. Shotgun look for Eric Watkins. And some movement by the Bears on the right side. Looked like big number 77, Ryan Wolf, moved a little bit early, and flags fly.
Well, Kenny, you know what? Eric Watkins was, he's the punter. Or he was punting in pregame. Maybe we'll see another quick kick here. Something crazy. Because it's now going to be 3rd and 17 from the 13-yard line.
Well, they go with the shotgun look again. Same formation, just the opposite side. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And they are going to look to throw. Watkins is under some pressure. Now he's going to run it right at the middle, and he breaks a couple of tackles, but Andrew Keener brings him down at about the 16. Aaron Hunt also in on the stop. A pickup of 3 for Watkins, but now they'll have to punt.
Well, got him a little bit of room there. Now he won't have to stand in the end zone to receive the punt.
Jamal Hull and DeJuan Gentry will go back to the midfield stripe to wait on Eric Watkins' punt. Jags look like they're setting up a return this time. Snaps back in good fashion, kicks away. Watkins gets it off the side of his foot, and it goes out of bounds, not very far upfield at all. Oh, man, and he's still walking to the 24-yard line.
That's going to be an 8-yarder.
8-yard punt. Woo!
Yikes.
Yeah, it goes 3 rows deep into the stands on the far side, the Denison side.
The ball traveled way more than 8 yards, ladies and gentlemen, but a net punt there of 8. Man.
Well, you know, that's high school.
The wind's blowing. The wind's
Well, someone's going to get one off the side of the foot every once in a while.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Toby going. Every once in a while, he gets a 10-yarder.
That's true. That's why we average the punts.
That's right. Nevertheless, it should be a short scoring drive for the Jackets. They're already in field goal range again. They've had 2 of them tonight, a 41 and a 39-yarder by Robert Lay. Three wide receivers this time for the Jackets. Braxton, the fullback, is in a slot on the left side. Robertson, the lone setback. Riddick, 3-step drop. He wants to throw. It is complete on the right side. And Antoine Duncan inside the 15, down to about the 10, and a flag's down. It's going to be a face mask. And that's probably the personal foul variety, but nevertheless, it can't go for much more than 5. It'll be half the distance, but Antoine Duncan got his head yanked off.
Good to see Antoine Duncan in the game here. He's been kind of hindered with that ankle really all season long, Kenny, and he's been coming in more and more. But just really in special situations and on certain plays does he come in. He's not a regular fixture.
Well, you got to hope that ankle's getting better to where he can play on a regular basis, because the Jackets need him in there as much as they can in the playoff run. They didn't necessarily need him during the regular season. They need him now. 15-yard gain and then a 5-yard penalty, half the distance on the personal foul face mask. And the Jackets have it 1st and goal at the Bear 4-yard line. 2 tight ends. Marcus Walker set up as a wing on the left side. And split backs. And it's going to be Ronnie Braxton right up the middle, bowling his way down to the 2. Looked like he had enough room to get in the end zone. Then he stacked up there by a couple of the big Brewer defenders. One of those being number 25, Jason Hutto.
Let me tell you, big number 75, Eddie Baker for Denison. He, what do you call that? Don't you call that a pancake block when you just smash somebody?
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you, he drove his man 5 yards off the ball, landed on him. His man was flat on his back in the end zone. Eddie Baker lands on him, gets up, runs back to the huddle.
If they run off tackle to the right side, touchdown. Gain of 3, second and goal from the 1 for the Jackets. Power I behind Terrence Riddick. And Riddick darts to his left, sneaks into the end zone. Yellow Jacket touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Terrence Riddick. And the Jacket lead increases to 18-6 with the extra point to come.
Well, Terrence Riddick made that look easy. He just kind of walked in 1 or 2 steps. He was in the end zone, really untouched, and then he gets tackled.
Robert Lays had a 41-yard field goal. He missed an extra point, but that was on a bad snap. Actually, the snap looked pretty good. Gibson looked like he had trouble getting it down. Gibson's got his hand wrapped. He broke his hand about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And he's had his hand wrapped ever since, but he hadn't had any trouble until tonight. Lay's extra point is good. 10:20 to play, second quarter, Denison 19, Fort Worth Brewers 6. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. Robert Lay to kick it off. Shopping, Griffin are back deep. Lay, another good kickoff. This one will not be down, though. It's taken at the 2-yard line by Kelly Shopping. Right back up the middle to the 15, up to about the 20 before he's finally brought down. Falls forward to the 23. On the stop for the Jackets, Bashari Turner gets off the bottom of the pile. Paul Howard and Chase Archer there as well.
And see there, they ran it. Of course, they had to that time, but they're to the 24. Pretty good starting field position for them.
Better than they've had.
That's true.
I mean, only 4 yards better.
But hey, that 4 yards could make a difference.
First and 10, Blake Hughes goes split out wide right. 2 tight ends and a straight eye behind Eric Watkins, the quarterback. Shopping, the fullback, gets the ball right up the middle. He's to about the 26-yard line. Pickup of 2 for Shop. We'll give him a pickup of 3 to the 27. I tell you, Jay, you kind of think that Denison might be leery of that Kelly Shoppick running right up the middle after Antoine Wilson and Les Polk both for Sherman last week didn't seem to have a whole lot of trouble going up the middle.
No, you're right, but so far tonight they seem to contain Shoppick pretty well.
Option play. Watkins is going to keep it running left. He needs to keep a better grip on that football, I would believe, but picks up 3 to the 30-yard line. Ball just kind of dangles out there before Aaron Hunt could bring him down at the 30.
With the dangling out there like that, you thought he might pitch it out, and there was room to run if he had pitched it. But he didn't, and so it's going to make it 3rd and 4 with 9:10 to play in the first half. 19-6, Denison leads.
And they're going to fake it up the middle. Watkins wants to throw again. He's got all kinds of time now. He's finally sacked. Adam Chaucho is back there. Credit the sack to Daniel Vogel. Ends up being a loss of 2, and it's going to be 4th down, and they'll have to punt the football again.
Well, for their sake, you got to think they get hopefully they'll get a better than an 8-yarder this time around.
A coverage sack that time. Good job by the Jacket secondary.
You know, Denison's got to be looking for a fake. They don't have all their men off on the line of scrimmage as they usually do in a situation like this.
Aaron Hunt's coming, and he just misses it. Hunts away. It's a much better one. DeJuan Gentry's got it at the 35. He wants to go all the way across and get the wall, but he's not going to have time this time. A nice high punt by Eric Watkins, and Gentry down at the 37-yard line. Only a 2-yard return for the sophomore on that punt, and the Jackets have their worst field position of the night, back at their own 37.
Yeah, 36-yard punt that time. Much better effort there. Obviously didn't make it off the side of his foot. Brewer really needs to get something defensively going here to stop the Jackets' offensive machine they have going.
Jackets come up, a tight formation, 2 tight ends, and a wingback, offset eye. Wingback's Antoine Duncan. They're going to fake it to Robertson. Riddick wants to throw. He's looking for Duncan. Deep down the left side. Incomplete. In and out of his hands. Should have had that football. Had to stop and wait on it, so probably wouldn't have been able to score, but he was wide open. Ball just goes right through his hands, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Wow, that's just too bad for Antoine that time. It was a ball he definitely should have caught. He probably catch it, you know, 9 times out of 10, but you're right. I don't think he would have gone for a touchdown, but he certainly would have had a big, big gain. Lucky break for Brewer that time.
Something the coaches vote on, I believe, and Brewer coach must not have wanted it tonight, but the play clocks are turned off here tonight. 2nd down and 10 from their own 37 for the Jackets. A lot of time for Riddick, and he overthrows Aaron Hunt, but again, a ball that probably should have been caught out at about the 45-yard line. And 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, Kenny, you were talking about the play clocks. They were on earlier in the game. I think what happened there may have been some kind of malfunction.
Well, that's a possibility. I did notice right at the first of the game, the entire scoreboard went off. So
yeah.
Maybe that was the situation.
Yeah. Or only one of them may have been working, something like that. So they just turn it off.
Molly's wide left, Antoine Duncan wide right. Offset eye behind Riddick, and draw play. Chris Robertson looking for some room, tries to get outside, and he's not going to be able to get away from Griffin, number 16. Nice open field tackle by Jermaine Griffin, the sophomore.
A nice defensive series by Brewer that time, Kenny. They really, 4 plays in a loss.
Well, I don't really know.
Or 3 plays in a loss.
I don't really know about the defense being the best in the world. 2 drop passes, but
well,
they did stop them. So you got to give them that.
Well, hell, you know, I'm just trying to
make them look good.
Trying to help them out a little bit, but thank you so much for shooting that one out.
Jermaine Griffin's back. Well, I'm just drop passes get to me. Michael Pugh's punt is going to hit and take a Brewer roll, and then straight out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
And that's only going to be a 21-yard punt to Denison.
Actually, it's not even that much, is it? 19?
20.
You're better on figuring those punts than I am, so I'll just keep my mouth closed.
We'll call it 20. They spotted on the 44. I thought they were going to spot it on the 43. But either way, the 2 yards you're talking about is not going to make that much of a difference on that.
4 wide receivers, twins to either side, and they're going to hand it to Shopick, the fullback up the middle, drags Michael Phelps for a few yards to the 48-yard line, a pickup of 5 for Shopick.
Well, 19-6 still the score here. Denison leads Brewer with 6:40 to play in the first half at Pennington Field in Bedford.
Blake Hughes is in the slot to the right side. Nathan Donald also out there with him. Shotgun formation. Watkins now a little shuttle pass to Shopick. He's going to have a first down. Nice play into Jacket territory at the 46. A pickup of 6 for Shopick. Actually, that'll be a completed pass from Watkins to Shopick.
They give him
a gain of 6 to the 46-yard line of Denison.
They give him the first down, and you know, Kenny, that just looked like a play that looked a little frantic to me. It looked like controlled chaos a little bit. Looked like something bad could happen with that one. What do you think?
But it picks up 6 yards.
Man, it worked for him that time, but I don't know about it working again.
Unbalanced to the right side this time for Fort Worth Brewer. They give it to Shopick again. He's a hoss, and he picks up 4 when he really didn't have a whole lot there. He's to the Jacket 41, actually the pickup of 5. And now the Bears just kind of marching right down the field.
Yeah, and I think this is obviously what they want to do. They want to keep the ball out of Denison's hands because Denison doesn't take very long to score. And if they can wind the clock down and score some points here, they're going to be in the game at halftime.
2 tight ends. 1 man is wide right. That's Charlie Lammert. And they're going to give it to the tailback. That's Justin Hatcher. And he falls forward for a couple. So mark him down at about the 43, so a pickup of 3 for Hatcher. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 2. And now there's an official timeout, an injured player. One of the Brewer Bears. Derek Armstrong goes wide right. Justin Hatcher's in the slot, and he's going to come in motion to the near side, and Watkins is going to hand it right up the middle to Shopik, the fullback, and he's going to be, looks to be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, he was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. I think you're going to see a 4th down here, 4th and 1.
Josh Gibson makes the stop. Also Adam Chaucho on the stop, and it's going to be 4th down and 1 for the Bears. They're missing Ryan Wolf right now. He's 285 pounds and one of their offensive guards. And to replace him is Tracy Lockard. 4th down and about a yard. It's going to be Justin Hatcher, the fullback, and he's going to have a first down, it looks like, to the 35. Only picks up about a yard and a half, but only needed about a half a yard.
Yeah, I think he'll clearly have the first down, and he does.
He does. Ball just across the 35-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 2. They're 3 out of 4 now on 4th down conversion.
Yeah, they're living right down there on 4th down.
Well, it's not like they've had any 4th and 20s or anything, though. They've all been 4th and inches except for their 1 touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Charlie Lambert goes split out wide right. 2 tight ends and an offset eye behind Watkins. The quarterback, he's going to fake the Hatcher. He's under pressure as Watkins, and he's sacked. Had absolutely nowhere to go. Aaron Hunt in there. Adam Chaucho as well. Back to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's just nothing you can do if you're Eric Watkins on that play. You fake the handoff. That slows Aaron Hunt down a minute. But as soon as he realizes there was no handoff, that was a fake, he's all over Watkins. And Watkins doesn't even really have time to turn around and look downfield to see if anybody's open.
Loss of 5, 2nd down and 15 now for the Bears from the Jacket 40-yard line. Nathan Donald goes wide right with Hatcher in the slot. Unbalanced to the left side. Handed right up the middle to Shopik, the fullback. Runs over a man to gain a couple more, but Paul Howard brings him down.
Well, I tell you what, these guys just keep running out of their shoes, Kenny. It's driving me nuts, man. Shopik ran out of his shoe that time. What's the deal? I've never seen more shoes come off in one game before. This is 3.
He picks up 5 back to the line of scrimmage. That really does make sense to me.
Well, we got the shoe count going over here. I got that down.
He's tied mine a little tighter.
Well, they're usually tied or taped or something, all of that, you know.
Yeah. From the shotgun is Watkins, low snap, but he's got it. He throws it over the middle. It's complete to the tight end.
Unbelievable catch.
He's got enough for a first down. Nice catch by Gary Cummings, the tight end. He's a junior.
I mean, Watkins threw that ball hard. And it bounced off his shoulder pads, and he kind of juggled it there and caught and grabbed it right in time because he took a lick. But then turned around and drove for 5 yards. Sorry.
They want to measure, but looks to me like he's got it.
From our angle, it looks like he does. It looks like if he's across the 25-yard line, that he makes that play or makes the first down. But
I sure do want one of these dogs.
It's like a popsicle now. You stick a stick in that, baby. It's going to be like a popsicle.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
I tell you what, I think they turned off the heat in here a while ago because it's a lot cooler in here than it was.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Can't hear you for that dog you got in your mouth.
That is the first down. Wait, you can't hear me. I'm not turned on. That is the first down. There we go. And their first 3rd down conversion. They're 1 out of 9 now in 3rd down conversions.
Well, the clock's down to 2:20 and counting here in the first half. With Brewer driving the ball here, they're down by 13 to the Jackets, 19-6.
Blake Hughes is wide right, 2 tight ends. It's going to be Hatcher, the tailback. He's got some room breaking tackles inside the 20. It's about the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6 there for Justin Hatcher, the tailback.
You know, Kenny, this may be something here. We last week, Sherman had the ball a long time, wore down Denison, just pounding the ball inside on him, and now you're seeing the same thing by Brewer. And the longer this drive goes, the better yardage they're getting as they go inside.
Shotgun formation this time for Watkins on 2nd and 5. He's rolling to his right. He's going to throw. He's got Shopik wide open. Jukes a man inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bears. Pickup of 10 there on the pass play. It looked like Shopik was covered, and the man that was covering him actually is the one that comes off and gets in Watkins' face.
Well, that's why that's a good play, because it forces that man to decide. You know, that's up to Watkins to read that man and what he's going to do. Obviously, he came after him. He dumps it off. Shopik gets some yardage. He covers Shopik. He runs, gets some yardage.
First and goal from the Jacket 9. Pitch out Justin Hatcher, and he is trapped in the backfield by Michael Phelps. Nice play by Michael Phelps, getting upfield all the way back to about the 18-yard line. It's a loss of 9.
Big defensive play there.
Yeah, now they're going to have to try to throw the ball a couple times to get in the end zone. Clock's down to 55 seconds, but they do have all their timeouts.
Well, you'd think they may have used one right there.
Yeah, but they haven't, though, and they got a tight formation this time. 2 tight ends. Blake Hughes, the receiver, just off to the right of the tight end. They're going to fake it to Hatcher, and they're going to throw. Under pressure, Michael Phelps chases down Watkins, who throws it right into the hands of Aaron Hunt. But Aaron Hunt was only about 3 yards away from him, so he couldn't hang on to it. Michael Phelps tripped up Watkins just as he was throwing the football, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I'm thinking I would have probably used a timeout there and maybe get a little bit different play going, and you would have saved probably about 20 seconds there, because now there's only 34 seconds to play, and they have all their timeouts, but there's not enough time probably to use all the timeouts. Maybe.
Third down and goal, ball at the 18-yard line. They started on their own 43, did the Brewer Bears. They've got the ball with 7:04 left to play here in this quarter. Watkins wants to throw a straight drop. He's throwing the fade right side of the end zone. He's got a man out there, and it's intercepted in the end zone. DeJuan Gentry intercepts the pass, and I was looking for the flag, Jay, as Daniel Vogel came over there, was not looking back at the football and looked like he kind of...
Yeah, now DeJuan Gentry made a great play. Boy.
Once again, an interception late in the half.
Well, it dodged another bullet.
Yeah. Jackets have a 1st and 10. We'll see what they want to do. See if they're just content to running out the clock here. They're going with the power eye look, so definitely a running formation. And it's Chris Robertson running left. You never know what's going to happen. One play. Robertson's going to pick up about 8 yards on a play that didn't look like it was going to get anywhere. Picks up to the 28-yard line as the clock runs down. That probably will do it for the half. Coming up at halftime, the Touch of Gold Band. The Lakeside Chrysler Plymouth Jeep Eagle halftime trivia question. And it is halftime. Pretty exciting first half. The Bears come right out and take control early, but then the Jackets do as they usually do and come right back, and the Jackets have taken control after the first drive of the football game. We're at halftime at Pennington Field in Bedford. The Touch of Gold Band is on first. We'll have that next. Denison 19, Brewer 6 at halftime.
Hello, Yellow Jacket fans. Tonight we'll continue our tradition of honoring the Touch of Gold seniors on the first playoff game. These seniors have been part of a great tradition in the Touch of Gold and have been involved in many awards earned during their years in the program. They have been involved in 4 years of UIL First Division ratings and marching contests, participation in 2 UIL marching contests, 2 UIL sweepstakes awards, UIL First Division ratings and first contests, UIL State Women's Ensemble contest, several outstanding band awards at regional marching contests such as the 4 States and the Chickasaw Nation marching contest. Many have represented the Touch of Gold in all region bands and area tryouts. They have been on national television from the Bank United Parade in Houston, the Adolphus Parade in Dallas, and the Macy's Parade in New York City. The drill team has earned a trip to the national contest this year and won several First Division ratings during the the seniors stay in the drill team. Their loyalty, leadership, and talent will be missed as they graduate at the end of the year. This year's seniors are Billy Cullison, Romney Tucker, Michael Stewart, JoBeth Robertson, Aaron Bowling, Heather Forrester, Josh Doherty, Charles Beasley, Jimmy Reed, Shelley Badgett, Aaron Stout, my son Trevor Clayton, Jimmy Wright, Shannon Ham, Melissa Lawrence, Gabriel Baker, Austin McLemore, Rebecca Bowen, Lauren Moffett, Kimberly Curry, Jill Merle, Jayla Stumball, DJ Lance, Melody Ruddle, Donovan Goldstein, Billy Rudd. Thank you, seniors, for your 4 years in the Texas Dollars. Touch Your Gold will play a popular song called Wannabe for all the wannabe Yellow Jackets. Lieutenant Rebecca Bowling, Senior Lieutenant Melissa Lawrenson, Junior Lieutenant Natalie Hoover. Flag officers are Captain Aaron Bowling and Lieutenant Erica Tate. Flag girl is Megan Gordon. Sit back and enjoy the race.
And Jay, you think the Jackets would like it, and maybe actually, Jackets love to score and score quick. We know that.
And score on special teams they like to do.
But I think a long sustained drive wouldn't be too bad.
No.
I think it's something they wouldn't mind having.
That's something that they haven't had in the last couple of weeks. And it'll be interesting to see what Brewer does here, lining up for their kickoff. Are they going to try something crazy, funky? Looks like they might. Same formation as before. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on the left side of the ball, with only 4 going to be on the right side of the ball. As they're set it up to, and again, they're setting it up like an onside kick, but Kind of strange the way it looks here, Kenny.
Denison only had the football 7 minutes and 7 seconds.
Denison's deepest man right now is at the 19-yard line, moved up to the 20. It's going to be DeJuan Gentry. And
another one of those high, short kickoffs. And Jackets take it right on the wedge. It's Jamal Hull. He's almost tripped up, but he's got some room. He's out across midfield again and about the 47-yard line. You cannot stop the Denison return team. It does not matter how you kick it, where you kick it. You can't stop them.
The only thing you can do is if you have a kicker, kick it out of the end zone, you know. But obviously Brewer doesn't have somebody that has that kind of a leg. So they are resorting to all different kinds of fashions of kickoffs here. And didn't work too well because they got the ball. Denison has the ball in Brewer territory at the 47.
And here come the Jackets. They get the power eye look here on 1st and 10 from the Brewer 47-yard line. Now they move a little inside-out formation to the left side, and they're going to fake it. Riddick wants to throw. He's under pressure, and he can't get away from big number 70. That's James McCoy, senior. And that's going to be the first sack for the Brewer Bears tonight. It's back in Jacket territory at the 49.
Well, that's the way Brewer needs to start this half. They need to keep Denison moving backwards. They can't afford really to let Denison put any more points on the board until they can get some points here and get this game tied up.
Second down at about 14 for the Jackets from their own 49 now. Duncan is split out at wide right. He's the lone wide receiver. Chris Robertson sweep left side. He's got room. 45. Breaks the tackle to the 40, 35, 30. Cuts all the way back across the field. See you later. 10, 5. C-Rob. Yellow Jacket touchdown. A 51-yard touchdown run. And the Jackets lead it 25-6.
Well, Kenny, Chris Robertson just runs through the left side of the defense over there and untouched, and then he cuts back and looks like he's going to get tackled. He runs through that tackle and then just outruns the rest of the defense for what looks to be, looks like an easy touchdown, but I don't know that that many people could have made that run. 51-yard touchdown run by Chris Robertson there.
But it was a nice run, especially the way he had to cut back all the way across the field. Robert Lay's extra point is right down the middle. Exactly 11 minutes to play third quarter. Denison 26. Fort Worth Brewer 6. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment at 101.7 KIKM. Denison Shop. Back deep with Kelly Shoppett and also Jermaine Griffin, the sophomore. Probably the most speed on this team. Robert Lay tees it up at the 40. His kick is high and end over end. It's going to be Griffin a yard deep, and he'll take a knee.
Well, they have definitely been told to down the ball, it appears, because that ball was a step deep in the end zone, and down he went.
So they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Let's set the Brewer offense for you again here in the second half. Center is David Gonzalez, 245-pound senior. Ryan Wolf and Bubba Earl are the guards. Tracy Lockard and Jonathan Bell, the tackles. Tight end is Gary Cummings. Derek Armstrong is his foot in. Blake Hughes is the flanker. And they're going to hand it up the middle to the fullback, Kelly Shoppett, and not a whole lot there. Gain of 1. Bringing him down is going to be Michael Phelps, who's had a good ball game. Gain of 1. It'll be second down and 9. Kelly Shoppett is the fullback.
Phelps, the gain of 1, second down.
Where'd those stats go, you game? Did you throw them in the trash? Oh, okay. 9 carries, 30 yards for Shoppett on the night. That's it. He came in with 928 yards on the ground. Watkins wants to throw here. Michael Phelps in the backfield again, but it's complete to Shoppett out of the backfield, and he's got a long way to run. He's caught, brought down from behind. He's all the way into Denison territory at the 41-yard line.
But that was a nice little play there they ran. What that was, looked like just a little out pass by Shoppett. Watkins gets it out to him, and Shoppett gets a little advantage around the corner and gets a little block and goes.
Well, the Jacket defense, Josh Gibson, the linebacker over there, was a defender, and he just couldn't quite get to it. If he makes the play, he picks it and goes back. Shoppett makes the catch. He's got a long way to run. A 36-yard gain to the Jacket 42-yard line. Justin Hatcher, the tailback, gets the call this time on the sweep to the right side. He gets to the 40. A pickup of 2 for Hatcher, and that's it.
And Hatcher really has nowhere to go that time, Kenny. The 2 blockers going out to make the blocks, they get locked up in the backfield and have to break down, and Hatcher just runs into him. Stumbles forward for 2, unfortunately, gains a couple yards for them.
Blake Hughes checks back into the ball game. Jeremy Newberry, senior tight end, checks out. They had a 2 tight end set that last time. 2nd and 8 for the Bears from the Jackets 40-yard line. Hughes goes split out wide right. 2 tight ends again and an offset eye behind Eric Watkins from the Jackets 40. And they're going to fake it to Hatcher. Rolling to his left now is Watkins. He's under some pressure, but he gets away from one man. And Adam Chaucho trips him up back at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Watkins. Actually, we'll give him a gain of 1 to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 7. Aaron Hunt, Josh Gibson on the stop. Adam Chaucho also.
And again, the Denison line is just unbelievable. They are just giving him really, on the deep drops and rollouts, he's getting not a lot of time to pass. He doesn't even have time to set up and look downfield.
1 for 10 on 3rd down conversions for Brewer, which they have here. 3rd down and 7. Twins to either side. Shopik, the lone setback, and Watkins, 3-step drop. He's under pressure. Josh Gibson. The throw is intercepted. Daniel Vogel down the sidelines, left side. Blocking out front is Chaucho, and he goes down, and Vogel's going to go. 10-5, Yellow Jacket touchdown, Daniel Vogel. A 70-yard interception return, and there's a flag down at about the 32-yard line. And if that's a block on the return.
It was definitely thrown after the interception.
I don't think it would have been on Chaucho, who's out there blocking. I believe it was Chaucho. I'm sorry, it was Aaron Hunt. Aaron Hunt was out there blocking, but I didn't think he did anything. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Dead ball against Denison. Touchdown is good, though.
So we just got to have a little, I guess, referee time there, because those penalties are going to amount to nothing. Offsetting. Still, you hate to see that. I mean, both teams are having good seasons here. Obviously, you're having a good season if you make it to the playoffs, but no need for unsportsmanlike conduct here.
And it's against Denison, the unsportsmanlike conduct is. But now he's saying
there were 2. There was 1 on each team.
Okay, I never saw him
yeah, that's why I was
point the other way.
Yeah, it was offsetting penalties. They both had unsportsmanlike conduct.
Nevertheless, it's 32-6. We haven't kicked the extra point yet. The Bears take a timeout. Robert Lay set to kick the extra point now as things are back out after the Brewer timeout. Snaps back in good fashion, kicks up. And it's good. 8:07 to play, 3rd quarter. Denison 33. He's kind of jogging slow, Daniel Vogel is.
There's a flag down on the 10.
Roughing the kicker is what they're going to call against.
They're going to kick it deep here and probably get another touchback, would be my guess. What do you think?
I'm swallowing. Okay.
What do you think?
The way it looks so far, you got to do is get it in the end zone. And you're going to have that. Robert Lay's not going to get this one to the end zone, though. It's going to be Shopik from the 7. He bobbles it. Bounces right back in his hand, straight up the middle, across the 20 to the 25, out to about the 28 for Kelly Shopik. So about a 20-yard return.
Well, I think it's about time for the Bears to put some air in Bear. Yeah, part of Bear is air, and they're going to need to do that right now.
That was pretty good. I think I'll have another bite of my hot dog. Well,
working on my ESPN stuff here, you know.
We'll wait till after
I don't think Bourbon's going to be calling, though, so.
1st and 10 from their own 28 for the Brewer Bears, and it's going to be Shopik, the fullback, and not a whole lot there, but he fights his way across the 30. Michael Phelps makes the stop, but it ends up being a pickup of 3 for Shopik to about the 31.
Shopik, number 36, taking the handoff from Watkins. Making the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
Brewer came out early. A little trickery on the first play from scrimmage tonight. They take it all the way down the field, 80 yards, and 6 plays on their first drive and take a 6-0 lead, but since then, all Denison. Donald wide right, Hughes wide left. It's going to be Shopik again, the fullback. A quick hitter, and he's got a little bit of room up to about the 35. Give Shoppick a pickup of 4 before Daniel Vogel brings him down.
Well, you know, Kenny, this is one thing I don't really, I've never really understood. Okay, we started the game off. Brewer comes out, they're doing all their trick plays and all their stuff, and they're in the game. Well, here they come, and now they're down by 27 in the third quarter, the middle of the third quarter, and now they go back to nothing, plain. I don't understand that.
Well, it's Shoppick again up the middle, and he's close to a first down out to about the 37 and a half. Depends on the spot. And I agree with you somewhat, Jay, but if you notice, we were talking on that first drive how Watkins had so much time to throw the ball, and I think in the second quarter and even early in this quarter, Watkins has had absolutely no time to throw the ball, so I don't know if Denison made some adjustments on defense or what the situation is. They get ready to measure here for this first down. But Watkins has had no time to throw the football.
Well,
and you may think you're better off with your bread and butter running up the middle.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's still other things you can do. I mean, you can do reverses. There's just different things you can do. It doesn't necessarily have to be passes, but teams just, when they get behind, you see it so many times, is that they just go to their ultra-conservative mode. And when they were having success with some of the trick plays earlier, I mean, you're not going to fool them on every trick play, but just using some crazy stuff. You know, what do they have to lose now? I mean, if they lose, they go home. There's no time better than now. They're down by 27. They need points, and they need them fast.
It is a first down for the Bears. They've got it. It's going to be Shoppick again, off tackle, left side. He fumbles the football, but Brewer gets on it. Just adds a couple more yards to that play. Shoppick was down about the 40. He picked up about 3. Before Daniel Vogel hit him along with Josh Gibson to cough the football up. But Brewer gets right back on it at the 43-yard line. So all in all on the play, a gain of 6, and it's going to be second down and 4. Lambert goes wide right. Corey Baker is wide left, and on the option play, it's Shoppick, and he's hit before he even gets the handoff.
He's hit by Watkins as he gets the handoff.
Aaron Hunt was in the backfield, and he caused a little bit of a mix-up. But Shoppick keeps hold of the football and does get 2 yards on his forward progress as he falls ahead to the 45, and it'll be third down and 3.
Well, with Brewer down by 27, 33-6 here, they're going to need to score a lot of times.
2 tight ends, Blake Hughes wide right. It's Justin Hatcher, the tailback, that gets the call. He's across the 45, but nothing more than that. The host of Jaggets bring him down. First one there is Chase Archer, Ronnie Braxton, Jamal Hull, Tim Bilbrey also help out on the stop. A gain of 1 to the 46. And it'll be fourth down and about a yard and a half here for the Bears.
Well, definitely, they're going for it. And
8 carries, 4 yards on the night for Hatcher, the tailback. Offset out, they are going for it. Fourth down, a yard and a half. Look for Shoppick to get this one, and he does, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage right at the 45. Absolutely nothing there. The Jaggets take over on downs. Aaron Hunt there. Also, Chase Archer, Andrew Keener in on the stop. And the Jaggets take over at the Brewer 45-yard line.
The Jaggets hold the Bears, take the ball at their own 45.
Well, great defense by Denison again, provides them with a great field position.
They go to the power eye look here on 1st and 10 with 2 tight ends from the Brewer 45-yard line. And now the inside-out formation, Bashari Turner and Josh Gibson. The wingbacks on the left side, pitch sweep, left side, C-Rob. He's got some room again, cuts it outside, 40, 35, now back inside to the 30, breaks 1 tackle, falls forward to the 27-yard line. Pickup of 18 there for Chris Robertson down to the Brewer 27-yard line.
37 taking the ball for the Yellow Jackets, picked up by number 25, Jason Pello, and 89, Jeremy Newberry. That's first and 10.
Now Chris Robertson kind of getting in a little bit of a groove. He's averaging 14.4 yards a carry now, 8 carries, 115 yards for C-Rob. And Brewer wants to talk about it.
First and 10.
Well, it just wouldn't be right for Denison to win a game and not score 40 or 50 points.
Well, you're right.
Unless it was Sherman, but that's the challenge.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, First and 10 from the Brewer 27-yard line. It's going to be C-Rob right at the middle, 25. Carries a man inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line.
Well, it's obviously turned into C-Rob time here.
Gain of 8 for Chris Robertson.
The ground game is on right now.
Sinhu Finney Carter makes a stop. I just want to say his name.
What was that again?
Sinhu Finney Carter.
Give it to me one more time.
Sinhu Finney Carter.
All right.
Second down and a long 3 for the Jackets just inside the Brewer 20-yard line. Twins wide right. And Bashari Turner's the fullback. He stutter steps in motion. He gets the call. 15. Down inside the 10. Yellow Jacket first down to the 9. Pickup of 10 for Turner.
Number 35, Turner, taking the handoff for the Yellow Jackets inside the Bears 10. The tackle made by number 16, Griffin, and 48.
Be first and goal from the Jackets there.
Newberry. That's first and goal now for the Yellow Jackets.
3:44 to play. Third quarter, clock running. Jackets lead 33-6. Offset eye behind Terrence Riddick. Bowers is wide right. Bilbrey wide left. Chris Robertson, pitch sweep, left side. Nowhere to go. Nice defensive play that time. 48, Gary Cummings, first one in on the stop.
Handoff goes to Robertson, number 30.
Loss of about a half a yard there for Chris Robertson. We'll just call it no gain.
Gary Cummings and 24, Zeke Proctor.
It'll be second down and goal just inside the 10.
No gain on the play. Second down, goal. Yellow Jackets.
Play clock is back on. We talked earlier how it was off, but they got it working, and it's back on, and it's down to 14 seconds as the Jackets come to the line of scrimmage, second and goal from the Brewer 10-yard line. Fake it to C-Rob this time, and Riddick gets away from a man in the backfield. Now he's going to have to run. Cuts it up the middle of the field, inside the 10, inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. Nice job. Terrence Riddick making something out of nothing, ends up picking up 7, and should have been dropped for about a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be sacked. Then it looked like he escaped, and maybe was going to throw into a bad situation there. But pulls it back down, cuts back left, and turns it upfield in between the blue jerseys and struggles up for 7.
Denison with third and goal. They're 0 for 4 on third down conversions tonight. 2 tight ends and a wingback. And it's going to be Bashari Turner running this time, and he's not going to be stopped on this third down conversion. Yellow Jacket touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run, Bashari Turner, and the Jackets lead at 39-6.
Wow, he just ran right through there. Untouched. Made it look easy. Robert Lay going to kick this extra point, pop us into the 40s.
Robert Lay to make the extra point attempt for the Yellow Jackets.
Should happen. Andrew Keener to snap, Josh Gibson to hold. Ball's down, extra point is up. And it's good. 2:01 to play, third quarter. Denison 40. Fort Worth Brewer 6. There's the Danny V shuffle.
The shuffle.
I don't know. 40-6 Jackets lead. 2:01 to play, third quarter. We're back for more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. 7 plays, 45 yards on that last drive. Chewed up 2:41 off the clock. A 3-yard touchdown run by Bashari Turner. Robert Lay's kickoff is low, a line drive. It bounces at the 15, and Griffin picks it up at the 10. Now brings it back toward the middle of the field. Jackets stay in their lanes, do a good job there on the kickoff return. On the stop, Tim Bilbrey. Also Daniel Vogel at the 23, where Eric Watkins will try to get something going again for the Brewer offense. First and 10 from their own 23.
Well, you know, Kenny, I really don't even know what to say right now.
So the officials have marked the ball at the 23-yard line.
Well, now, you know, I said it the last time Brewer had the ball. It's time to throw, and it's time to hurry up.
Watkins is in the shotgun, then he rolls to his right. Shuttle pass again. This is Shopik, and he's got some room. He's across the 30, runs over a man to the 40, out to the 43-yard line. Nice job, Kelly Shopik, a 20-yard gain on the shuttle pass.
My word, that was a nice run there. Shopik just finally looks like he's fed up. He's been running over some guys out there, and does, and picks up 20 yards.
Marcus Walker and Paul Howard on the stop, as you probably heard from the PA system. Kind of a neat little deal they have here. Usually we have to hang a microphone out to get some crowd noise. They just got a speaker up here. That way we stay warm. We don't have to open any windows or anything. Although they cut the heat off.
I swear they did, man. It's cold in here.
It's kind of chilly. 1st and 10 now from the 43. It's Shopik again. He doesn't have anywhere to go this time. He even loses a half a yard. Michael Phelps, first one in the backfield again, who's played a heck of a ball game tonight. That's big Michael Phelps, big number 70, the senior defensive tackle for the Jackets, and it'll be 2nd down and about 10 and a half. That's right, they only give us heat in the first half.
Until we score more points than the temperature. Then they cut it out.
Clock running, 55 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Blake Hughes goes wide right. Straight out behind Eric Watkins. And Watkins looking to throw. He's under a lot of pressure. He rolls out, gets away from some guys, and gains a couple. Paul Howard brings him down at the 45, but a pickup of 2 there for Watkins. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 9.
32, Paul Howard.
10 carries for 10 yards now for Watkins, the quarterback. He's not a bad little player. He's been under a lot of pressure, and he's done some good things to get away from that pressure. Blake Hughes goes wide right. Derek Armstrong left. Straight out behind Watkins again. And he rolls a little to his right, and he completes it to Shopik. Nice catch by Shopik as he bobbles it. But he comes up with it, and only a pickup of about 3 yards before Josh Gibson pushes him out of bounds.
Man.
Josh Gibson always, trying to get a little extracurricular activity.
Yeah,
nice job.
A little OOC there.
Pickup of 3, and it's going to be 4th down at about 5.
That's 4th and about 6 for the Bears.
This PA guy, I kind of like him. It's like he's telling a story. You know, it's 4th and about 6 for the Bears. Up to the line they come.
They're going for it.
And I'm not making fun of him.
Right. And now they go into crazy punt formation. They didn't want anybody back deep for the Jackets, and gets a little bit of a Brewer roll. It's going to go inside the 10. It's down at about the 9 by Baker. Corey Baker downs it at the 9-yard line. The Jackets now have 91 yards to go for a touchdown this time. Jackets 1st and 10 from their own 9 now, and it's going to be Lewis Hubert, backup tailback in the ball game. He's got some room out across the 10 to the 15 to the 17. A gain of 9, we'll call it there for Lewis Hubert.
Lewis Hubert, number 23, took the ball. The Yellow Jackets picked up by number 16. Jermaine Griffin. A gain of 9 on the play. 2nd down.
Well, 40-6. Denison all over the Brewer with 11:30 to play in the game now from Pennington Field.
DeJuan Gentry, by the way, the sophomore in at quarterback. Bilber and Bowers come wide left as twins. And an offset eye, Bashari Turner, the fullback, and Lewis Hubert, the tailback. It's Turner up the middle. He's got room. 25, 30, 35. He could go. He's got lots of running room midfield. Inside to Brewer territory down about the 35-yard line before he's finally run down from behind. About a 32-yard gain is what it ends up being for Bashari Turner.
Picked up by number 25, Jason Meadow.
Nice run there, just straight up the middle. Great blocking by the interior lineman. That time he got a big old hole, and Brewer showing a little bit of speed, catching up with Turner that time. Catching from behind, save another touchdown.
47-yard gain. My math was kind of bad on that last play. Bashari all he gets. Counterplay this time, Lewis Hubert, big hole on the right side. He gets inside the 30 to the 27. Pickup of 8 for Hubert. And the Jackets just kind of manhandling the Bears here now in the 4th quarter.
Well, and you see that a lot in the playoff games when a team gets out ahead of time, you know, out big, and starts to get, the later it gets in the game, the other team just kind of loses interest. Kind of like some of them Brewer fans.
2nd down and 3 for the Jackets from the Brewer 27-yard line. Twins to the left. It's Hubert again. Off tackle inside the 25. 1st down to the 23-yard line. Gain of 5 that time for Hubert. Chris Robertson left the ball game tonight. 10 carries, 123 yards for C. Rob.
10 carries, 123 yards, is that what you said?
Yeah. I can't read the lowest total this year for Chris Robertson is 123 yards. But still averages 12.3 yards a carry.
That's above his average.
That's pretty good. First and 10 for the Jackets from the Brewer 23-yard line. It's Bashari Turner this time. He's inside the 20, comes back inside. Nice move at the 15. Inside the 15 to the 14. A gain of 9 before he's finally wrestled down.
That was number 12, Charlie Lambert, that just kind of got turned around, did a little hokey pokey there, circling all around. Boy, Turner put a great move on them.
Yeah, he did. Ball at the 14-yard line, second and 1. Clock running, 9:06 to play in the ball game. Marcus Walker split out wide right, 2 tight ends, and a straight eye this time behind Riddick. Excuse me, behind DeJuan Gentry, who's in there quarterback now. Lewis Hubert's got it, toss sweep left side, trying to get outside, and he does. 15, 10, 5, inside the pylon, Yellow Jacket touchdown. Lewis Hubert, a 14-yard touchdown run. The lead increased to 46-6. I thought he stepped out of bounds, it looked like, at about the 3, but obviously he didn't. The line judge has a little better view than I do down there.
Yeah, he must have just made it cut right on the edge of the sideline. Push off and get in the end zone.
Mike's dancing. He's got his dish. The jacket juke is what he's calling it.
Which is a nice addition to the field, or a nice element of the field.
Which is on the east end. Actually, this field runs east and west instead of north and south. Lay's kick is good. 8:47 to play in the ball game. Denison 47, Fort Worth Brewers 6. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. Third quarter, Denison had the football. 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Brewers 7-19, so they controlled it again. Denison that time. That shows you why Denison doesn't control the football a whole lot. Only had it 3 minutes and 13 seconds on that last drive. It took it 91 yards. Robert Lay to kick it off. Shop it and grip it. Standing back at the 1-yard line. Lay's kick is a good one. It's end over end. It's going to be Shopik at the 5. Straight back up the middle behind the wedge. Nice block by one of the men. Shopik got to about the 29. Good block on the kickoff return by Thomas Miller, number 50.
Well, again, you know, and you know, I may be beating a dead horse here, Kenny, but people against Denison are not running the ball back when it comes to him. I mean, he kind of tiptoes up to the wedge and looks around, maybe looking for a crease. I think you just got to fire off and make the crease. But that's all I'm going to say about it. Again, if I say it, some more pop me, all right? Because I'm beating that one up. I beat that one up.
Well, that's a good point, though. And you think that the coaches would see it in the film. Denison has been a little susceptible to kickoff. Last couple of weeks, they have improved since that Denton ball game when they allowed Kilder Scott to have a couple of big returns. First and 10 from their own 29. And there's a handoff to Hatcher, the tailback. He's got a couple.
Handoff goes to 33, the junior running back.
To the 31, a pickup of 2 for Justin Hatcher. Clock running, 8:19 to play in this bi-district matchup. Denison should advance unless something absolutely crazy goes on in the last 8 minutes.
Loco.
Stephenville also should advance, and since that is what we're expecting, we're going to tell you next Saturday, 1 o'clock, Amon Carter Stadium, Fort Worth, or to the Saturday afternoon ball game. Shopik gets the call this time right up the middle to the 33. Pickup of 2 for Kelly Shopik.
But I'll tell you what, Kenny, I need to get some gloves because I'm freezing over here, man. It's cold.
Mike says he turned the heat up, but I don't know if we...
I mean, aren't you feeling a little chilly in here?
I don't know if we have complete control of this.
85. Well, I tell you what, it's not 85.
No, there's no doubt. Third down and about 6 for the Bears from their own 33-yard line. Watkins to throw. He's got Shopik wide open in the flat across the 40, 45, midfield, and he's run out of bounds there. DeJuan Gentry puts a good hit on him. Paul Howard helps bring him down. Gain of 16 on the pass play from Watkins to Shopik.
Shopik, I tell you what, he's a player.
He is.
I mean, he could, that's an easy one. You're down by 41 points. Why take a lick here when you don't have to? You can just jump out of bounds there and still make about the same amount of yardage.
Defensive holding, by the way, on the Jackets on that last play. But
right.
They'll decline that.
But Shopik turns it upfield, lays a lick on somebody.
Good golly, Miss Molly. I think we're getting the...
we're getting a little something.
I think we're getting a little noise from the band coordinator for Fort Worth Brewer there.
Yeah, they're fixing to give it up for good golly, Miss Molly down there. Good deal.
Some other Jackets in there. Michael Pugh's in a defensive end. Junior Johnston, one of the defensive tackles right now, along with Andrew Keener. It's going to be Shopik up the middle. And Adam Chaucho brings him down after he falls forward for a gain of 2 to the Denison 48.
Moving the ball inside the Yellow Jackets side of the field. About 2. The tackle on the defensive end, number 20, Adam Chaucho.
Shopik on the night has definitely been the go-to guy in the receiving department as well. 7 catches, 99 yards. Carrying the football, 18 carries, 48 yards for Kelly Shopik. Second down and 8. It's going to be Shopik again. Quick hitter, and he's got some room this time. Carries a couple of guys with him. There's a flag down. I think it's offsides on the Jackets. They jumped a little early. Pick up 7 for Shopik to the 41. They're going to play good golly Miss Molly, by the way.
They are going to do it sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hear it, all right?
Well, the band was kind of scattered. We looked down here in the stands. The Brewer band was just kind of scattered all over the place. And
Offside penalty charge to the Yellow Jackets.
That doesn't really sound a whole lot like Good Molly.
Different version of Good Golly Miss Molly for me. I don't know.
Brewer takes a penalty here, so nullify that play. That's the first penalty against the Jackets tonight. That's pretty nice.
That's some improvement we've seen because the Denison's been having a lot of penalties lately. The last few games they've had penalty trouble.
Clock running, 6:10 to play in the ball game. Denison 47, Fort Worth Brewer 6. Blake Hughes goes wide left, 2 tight ends, unbalanced to the left side. And a straight out behind Watkins. Jackets move again, but no flags this time. It's Shopik. Yeah, there is a flag on the near side. Movement was on the far side. Shopik's got a first down to the 35. He's going to be offsides probably again against Denison.
70. I don't know about that. Oh, offsides again.
Well, they'll decline it this time, and a pickup of 8 for Kelly Shopik to the Jacket 34. So they're moving pretty good down the field this drive. Started at their own 29, and now to the Jacket 34.
However, it's 47-6 Denison.
Yeah.
Leads here with 5:45 to play in the game.
First and 10 from the 34. Watkins to Shopik again, who breaks outside. He's got some room. 30, 25, tripped up by Daniel Vogel. He gets to the 24. Another first down. Matter of fact, they'll mark it at the 23, a pickup of 11.
First down before he's stopped by the strong safety, Daniel Vogel.
Vogel checks out of the ball game now, and we've got some other Jackets in. We'll try to get all the names for you. DeJuan Gentry's at free safety. Derek McDade still in the corner. Dell Davis is in the ball game. Marcus Walker also in defensively for the Jackets. Paul Howard and Bashari Turner are your linebackers right now. Michael Pugh and Chase Archer is in at the defensive end. Ball carrier is Shopik to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 3 there for Kelly Shopik.
Shopik is just absolutely wore out. I mean, he gets up, he just wants some oxygen. They just keep giving it to him. He keeps pounding in there, and he puts out a great effort every time he gets the ball, but he's tired.
Second down and a long 6. Jackets jump again. Don't see a flag this time, but Shopik's got it. Nice run inside the 15 to the 14. Sorry, that was Hatcher, the tailback. He got the carry that time. A pickup of about 6 there for Justin Hatcher. Clock running with 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Bears doing a fine job on this drive, marching down the field. They're inside the Jacket 15, about the 14, third down, and about a yard. Straight out behind Watkins, the quarterback. It's Shopik. He's got a first down inside the 10 to about the 9. Chacho on the stop.
They are looking good here, and I guess you can just call this a drive for pride here.
Also, Chris Brown in on the stop for the Jackets.
Clock winds down to 3:30. 47-6, Denison leads here, but Brewer threatening.
It's going to be Hatcher, the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Nice job inside the 5 to about the 4. Marcus Walker had him in the backfield. But gets a pickup of 5 down to the 4-yard line, second and goal. Yeah, kind of controlling the football again here. We've had it for about 5 minutes and 47 seconds now as we get down to the 3-minute mark.
But
they need it.
Doesn't really matter, you know.
2 tight ends, straight eye. It's going to be Shopik up the middle, fighting for the goal line. He's to about the 1. A pickup of 3, and it'll be third and goal.
You'd kind of like to see Shopik get a little touchdown here. At least I would. He's done carried the load for him tonight. You know, obviously it's not going to matter as far as the outcome of the game, but at least give Shopik a little reward for doing all the work he's done all season long for Brewer.
Chris Brown checks in defensively for the Jackets. Michael Phelps still in the ballgame at the defensive tackle, as well as Andrew Keener. Watkins gives it to Hatcher, the tailback, and he's not going to get there. He's just short of the goal line.
Wow, he was close.
But Shari Turner makes a stop, and it's going to be fourth down. I think they'll go for it.
I mean, I think that the side judge's foot was on the white line.
Yeah, it's fourth down and
inches.
Very few inches. Eddie Baker checks into the ball game defensively. Be tough to keep Kelly Shopik from going an inch. Fourth and goal, and it is going to be Shopik touchdown. Fort Worth Brewers, he dives over the top, over the left side, and it's 47-12.
Well, that's the good news for Brewer. The bad news is they're going to have to kick it off. And that's going to give Denison another chance to put points on the board, even though they probably aren't. Obviously, they're not going to pass, but anytime Denison sets up to run the ball, they can score. And the kickoff return, they can score. So 47-12 the score. Denison leading over Brewer with a minute 33 to play, and Brewer going for 2 here. Tighten up this game a bit.
And they are going to go for 2. Watkins throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was intended for one of the tight ends. That was Jeremy Newberry. Probably should have made the catch, but the extra point is no good. And there's a minute 33 to play. Denison 47, Fort Worth Brewer 12. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. Crazy punt formation again. Gentry, the deep man, at the 27.
Yeah, they moved up every time they've had to kick off. And again, I said the good news was they scored a touchdown. Bad news, they're going to have to kick off. I think they may try a real onside here.
You think so?
Maybe.
I think they should. And that's exactly what they do. And good kick, but it's not going to go 10 yards. Brewer Bears get on it, but it doesn't go 10 yards.
Yeah.
Took a bad hop. The second hop did not go forward at all. It just went from side to side. And that's a penalty, illegal touching against the Bears, and the Jackets take over.
Well, with a minute 31 to play in the game, plenty of time for Denison to score if a hole opens up big enough for them to run through. And obviously that's not the intent of their series here. They just want to run the clock out, but they don't kneel down.
I bet Lewis Hubert's idea here is to score a touchdown.
Yeah, oh yeah, he wants a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
The players want a touchdown.
DeJuan Gentry is in at quarterback. The Jackets call a timeout. We'll keep it here. Jackets have got some different players in there. Jeff Boss. Also in offensively for the Jackets is Nate Pike. Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall in the ballgame for the Jackets, as well as Brandon Barnes. Justin Sutton in offensively. Marcus Walker and Nick Bowers are coming wide left. Jason Morgan, the right tackle. Bashari Turner, fullback, gets the call across midfield, 45 inside the 40. Nice gain down to the 36-yard line. 13-yard pickup, 14-yard pickup for Bashari Turner before he's finally brought down, and clock continues to run. On to the area round of the Class 4A Division II. State playoffs, the #1 team in the state, the Denison Yellow Jackets, will continue on. And this will be what? Mike, you'll know how many years in a row. This will be the 5th straight year we've met up with Stephenville. Beat us 2 years in a row. We beat them 2 years in a row. And
got the rubber match, huh?
that's right. It's going to be Lewis Hubert running toss sweep this time. 35 gets outside. He's to the 30, 25, and down to about the 23. Another Yellow Jacket first down. Pickup of 13 for Hubert. Clock continues to run.
Well, that stops the clock with 42 seconds to play now, and the clock starts back up.
Jacket reserves have got a lot of, Vincent Elizondo checks in, so is Brandon Key. Jacket reserves have got a lot of playing time this year, Jay, and I think all that can do is it's just make them better for next year.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like they're going to go with the old kill the clock here, the Jackets. And Gentry will take a knee, and the clock will run out.
That should do it.
Well, it looked like Brewer might make this exciting. The first drive, but it turns out to be all Jackets. As the clock finally hits 000, and we're done for Penningtonville tonight. Final score, Denison Yellow Jackets 47, the Fort Worth Brewer Bears 12. We're back with the postgame show in a little bit. This is Denison Yellow Jacket football on 101.7 KIKM.